You know, I like to make fun of Antioch as much as the next guy, but today I'm actually going to be showing you something positive. For many people that live here, this might be old news to you, but believe it or not, Antioch has about 500 miles, give or take 480 miles, of paved bike trails. And these are actually really nice bike trails. Antioch Crossroads, and this is where the Delta de Anza Trail goes this direction, and the Mokelumne Trail goes the other direction. So the figure 8, this is going to be the middle of the 8. So we're going to be starting off today. I'm going to be going to the west side. I think it's about 12 miles total if you do the whole thing, but I'll show you at the end of this video. We're going to be taking the trail to the left, heading west. First one of our detours, I'm right down the hill from Contra Loma. I'm at this park here. It's the Worth Shaw Sports Complex. I'm gonna go ahead and ride up this hill and go make a loop around Contra Loma. Full disclosure, I have an e-bike, so going up this hill is gonna be easy. And I have to say, if you don't have an e-bike, get an e-bike. It's a complete game changer. If you like riding bikes, you will love an e-bike. Here we are at the top of the hill. What a piece of cake. I don't know if any of you guys have ever ridden a bike up that or walked up that hill. You know it's pretty steep. You can learn about what species of animals there are here. I have seen multiple rattlesnakes here, so be careful. For the hill that you'll see when you come down the dam section, I wanted to come up here to show you guys. Look at this view. Isn't that nice? I'm sure this won't translate at all to the video, but here I am so high above those peasants down there. See, there's Tabora Hill, Antioch Bridge. You come over on this side, you can see where the canal continues on at Mira Vista Hills Park, and behind here is Black Diamond Mines, and of course Contra Loma. You can even see the golf course from up here. I just rode my bike from the top of that hill down this path to this little hill over here that overlooks the water. So I feel like you guys are hanging out with me. This could be you right here next to me. We're friends, right? So it's a nice day out here, huh? Here we are at the Contra Loma pool. I don't know how many long-term residents we have, but back when I was growing up, you could just go right into the water, and there was a platform out there. And I believe a couple people drowned, and they ended up closing that. So now they have this pool. This pool's kind of unique because I'm not sure if you can really see it on the video, but it's got sand in the pool, so it's built into the design. So the first part of the pool is sand, and then you go further out. Clearly it's not open today. It's the middle of June, so I don't know what the deal is with it. Yeah, there you go. There's the pool. And behind me is the snack bars and the bathroom. So yeah, if you guys want to come out to Contra Loma instead of sitting around watching YouTube videos, it's here for you. Does this look familiar to you guys? It probably does, whether you realize it or not, because this is where people like to come and take like graduation photos or prom photos. They always take them on this bridge, and there's one in Brentwood that looks pretty similar. So chances are you've seen this in a photo if you're from this area. Congratulations guys, I just graduated. It only took me 35 years. We're now at the intersection of Delta de Anza Trail and James Donelman. Typically I'd go straight here, and that goes right into Canal Park, which is funny. Do you guys remember what people would always etch out or paint over the C on Canal Park? So it just said, I remember seeing that quite a bit. We're not going that way. We're going to be going left through this Mira Vista Hills neighborhoods over here. Warning, if you guys come out here yourself, it does get pretty steep going this direction. I always thought this little area was cool. This bike trail is connecting the old Mira Vista Hills neighborhoods with the neighborhoods off of Hummingbird. So you see it has this little switchback system that goes up the hill. It's still pretty steep. But anyways, it's not probably not a lot of people that live in Antioch have seen this before. You can take this little shortcut that goes right down the middle. Yeah, I already did it. I just forgot to record it. Sorry guys. Let me know if you guys have seen this before, if you've ever been on this part of the bike trail. And this house right here always makes me wonder, do you think they're just a huge A's fan? Now I'm at the end of Osprey Street, and you'll see behind me there's this driveway, and it goes up to an area that's now gated off. But if you look on a map, there's actually a subdivision they were starting to build up there that never got finished. I could probably hop that gate, but I'm not going to. What I am going to do is I'm going to fly my drone and let's see what it looks like up there. Did you guys know there was a abandoned subdivision that was never finished? That's what it looks like. I'm not going to be able to really tell until I get home later and look at the footage. When I was looking at the screen, it's kind of bright out here. I couldn't really tell what I was looking at. Hope you guys enjoyed that little sneak peek into the neighborhood that never was. At the end of Osprey. We've left the neighborhoods for a bit, and now I'm down the hill. Does anyone recognize this area? Well, this is the entrance to the old dump. Not much to look at today. This area is all closed off. I'm sure they're not allowed to use this land for a certain amount of time after it being a dump. I don't know, might be forever. But I remember my friend lived up the hill off of Hummingbird, and back when the dump was still active and you could see the tractors and stuff at night, and it was kind of creepy. It always reminded me of Terminator with the look. I thought it was neat. Look, they're not all going to be bangers, all right? But here it is, the entrance to the dump in 2023. The dump is right there, and the reason I stopped is because, unfortunately, if you live in Antioch, you see stuff like this fairly common. This is a spent 40 cal casing just sitting on the ground. Sadly, that's how Antioch is today. Probably won't be the last one of those I see. Here's another one. And we are now at the entrance of the Delta de Anza Regional Trail. And this is where I would usually come out if I was riding the other direction, if I didn't make my detour. But today we're going in this direction. This trail actually goes all the way into Concord. So if you want to ride that way, you take this through Summersville, go right across through Buchanan, and you get back on over there on your left. And that goes back behind LMC, and it goes up all the way over to the Pittsburgh Bay Point BART station, and then it goes over Willow Pass. It's a pretty nice ride. Today we're going eastbound and down. So let's head out. Autobots roll out. Nick, is this true? This direction that goes to Summersville, that goes to Canal Park, and to the left here it cuts into behind these neighborhoods over here. I think it's a pretty cool little stretch, and then this is going to connect us back to the Mokelumne Trail, and it's nice and shady, figuratively and literally. You can see there's homeless people with their tents right in the middle of the park. Other than that, it looks fairly nice, but this neighborhood was never the best, and I don't think that's changed. We're now at the entrance of the Mokelumne Trail right off of Gentrytown. If you're familiar with this area, it's a 7-Eleven right there. You'll see behind me here, there's this murals, and this is where they found that girl that was burned up recently. And that here is Michaela Charlemagne. It's a pretty sad story. Now the DA is not going to press charges because of the whole racist text scandal. So I don't know how that works here exactly, because you can see she's black. She's a black victim. I don't know who the people arrested were, but it doesn't seem like it's doing her any justice. But here, it's a little memorial to her, and I want to say this is where they found her, a short distance down the trail. And people who lived in Antioch for a while will probably be familiar with where this is. This is the infamous shotgun tunnels, and this is where they found her body at. You can see there's a dead cat out here. It's never a good sign. You know, I've always wanted to go in there. The rumor has it you can go to take the shotgun tunnels all the way to the other side of the freeway by the old KFC. And one of these days, you know, maybe I'll do it. Today's not going to be that day because I can't leave my bike behind, and let's be honest, I'm scared. You can see though, there's holes in the bars, so you could go down there. But if you look behind me here, you'll see there's a homeless camp over there. And actually, the last time I was out here, I stopped and I was looking at this, and I heard a homeless guy yelling at me. So I don't know if he thought I was checking out their stuff or what, but it wasn't a good sign. You know, one of these days I'd like to go check that out. Any of you guys ever gone in the shotgun tunnels? Is this the shotgun tunnels? Do I have the right location? Let me know. It's been a while since I've been down here. You can see this is all dirt here, and I'm guessing this whole area was flooded pretty bad with all the rain we had this year. Surprisingly, most of the other trails I've been on today look like they've been recently repaved, so the asphalt's been in really good condition, really nice and smooth, but this is untouched. It's kind of sad. You know, I've lived here my whole life, and I'm not the most jumpy type person, but it's literally not somewhere where I feel comfortable being by myself. You know, I'm not going to be the easiest target, but I need to, you know, I don't want to leave my bike behind. I gotta keep an eye out. This is literally somewhere where I just wouldn't stop by myself for too long. Definitely not with anything valuable, which is what I have now. I have my bike and I have this backpack. So it's just kind of sad. You know, this is just not it's not the same area anymore. This area was never the best, especially off of Gentrytown. But it's not, you know, they weren't finding charred bodies back in the day. This is Lucina Way. And for the next mile or so, the trail goes up and down, and you'll see this pipeline on and off. So it's kind of fun. You can get going pretty fast going through here. Another little stop right off the bike trail. I always thought this was creepy looking. Isn't that kind of weird? It reminds me of that movie It, you know, where it was the storm and drains. This little neighborhood, it's always just seems so out of place to me. It's clearly it was built much later than the rest of the houses around here, and it's just this one block. Looks weird. This couple section right here is pretty neat. You get a cool view of this pipe.
That's what she said.
And you can get going pretty fast. Oh, it's leaking. So right off the trail here, this is a canal area, and this goes all the way up to right by Skipolini's. You've probably seen it. It's all fenced off. But what's kind of cool is if you go from this area, you get a nice view of these tunnels under here. This stuff that you'd not normally see if you were just driving on the roads through Antioch. So check that out. It's kind of neat, huh? Tell me if you've seen this before. See all the way to the other side from here. How much would it take you? How much money would you have to be paid to go all the way through that? This is Mokelumne Trail and G Street. I'm going to cross right over. This next section of the trail is interesting. If any of you guys lived around here, you probably know that there used to be some bike jumps over here. Over here on the left were some bike jumps. You can still see some of the remnants, but you can see they cut some tree stumps. They must have brought a tractor back here and knocked them all over. I believe they made having fun illegal on the trail sometime during 2021. So that's the last we've seen of them. You can see it's a fun little section. Getting closer to the Sutter Delta where we started. Now I'm starting to realize that this is probably going to be too long for one video. So this is going to be part one. One of two of the Antioch loop. We did half the loop, and I'll show you a couple bonus locations on my way home. I live downtown. No, I'm not going to tell you exactly where. Creeps. It's not a bad way to spend a day, guys. What's up? All right, we're back to Lone Tree Way. Instead of going straight, we're going to be going left. Only real ones are going to know where I'm at right now. Need a hint? So I'm on the hill behind the Antioch United Methodist Church. I attended this church when I was a kid. I remember people always dreamed about skateboarding on the roof there. It's like the perfect half pipe. As you can see, it gives you a really nice view of Antioch. Unfortunately, I think this is a homeless area. I was on the other side of this fence about a year and a half ago, and I could see remnants of a camp. You can see Park Junior High's over there. It's Rademacher Field, the shortest outfield in history of the world. You guys ever been up here? When I used to go to church here, it'd be fun to ride our bikes home because I lived downtown Antioch at the time. Well, I still do. Kind of depressing. So I live like a mile away from where I grew up. But what's nice was when you ride home from here, it's all downhill. You can make it downtown in no time flat. Steeple from the Holy Rosary. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. But you know, I thought I'd share this with you guys. But you know, all you real ones, you already knew about this spot. So, you know, pound it out. See, Antioch's not all bad. You guys want to take a detour through Holy Rosary? Want to bomb these stairs here? Is there stairs? It's just a ramp. Sorry, correction. That is the most Holy Rosary. Not the second, not the third, the most Holy Rosary. When's the last time you guys went to City Park? You can rent out these picnic areas. And when you do, you can get alcohol permits. So if you want to have a nice barbecue and legally drink alcohol, feel free. Most of you that have lived in this area a long time realize that, remember there used to be softball fields here, but now it is all soccer fields. But some of the original structures are still here. The one over here says 1946. Kind of weird knowing that bench has been there my entire life. And my dad's entire life too. Let's get out of here. Here's the old Twin City. It's now a motorcycle place and it's called Sin City. Sin City Cycles. You know, for the longest time I thought that was a play on Twin City. But I guess the guy is from Atlantic City, New Jersey, which is also known as Sin City. So it's just weird how that worked out. That's going to do it for this video. Made it off down here. We're at the pier. That was the west side portion of the Antioch Loop. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you've been to these places or, you know, if you remember, if you didn't even know it was here. Anyways, guys, take care, and I don't know what to say for an outro yet.